So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the 50, it's gone. He's going to launch this thing way down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. And that's incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Here's gone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now it's gone off the bootleg. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are in for 6. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Smith on the move to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll cut it to the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 54 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And now running right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, right, 58, right there. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Liz, huh, Liz.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Josh Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Dotson, 56 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. On first down, it's gone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had two excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had two huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They are going for it. Goff airing it out deep for Woods. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First down, it's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing over the middle. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Dotson, and that'll make it third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Goff now to throw. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
17.
They come out here in the I.
Super.
Back to throw, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Tiger. DC.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. It was the free safety LaMarcus Joyner that time, able to make the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Smith to throw again. Airing one out for Crowder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nickell Robey-Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Tressway now as he'll pump. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a first down throw. Gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Louis.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Second and 10, Goff again. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff, rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're running with Gurley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Smith. And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Matt Ioannidis able to drop him for a loss of 4. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 3rd and long. It's gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Johnny Hekker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by John Johnson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are. And then you go on.